Hey folks, Farmer Marshall here with a real quick video on how to repot a Meyer lemon tree.
You gotta just put in some dirt.
Now I got this at a local big box store 2 or 3 days ago. And I know this pot probably has it root bound. If it's not, it's going to be root bound pretty soon. So I'm upgrading to a larger pot. And you notice it's not really a fancy pot or anything. It's something that I got from a local nursery. So if you need pots just to keep stuff in, stop by your local nurseries. They might even have some in all different types of sizes. I have medium ones. If you probably saw my lettuce in, this is the next to largest one. There's also one that's probably about this wide. That deep. I have my if you've seen my other videos, I have a Asian pear and a Honeycrisp apple tree in really big pots. But this is big enough for this one right now. I may have to repot it again another year or two. We'll see. Depends on how fast it grows. And one thing, when you're dealing with plants like this, you have to do a little research, a little reading on the type of soil you need. And with this, it needs loamy soil that has a low pH. 6, 6.5, probably closer to 6. But you need loamy soil. You need to give it plenty of fertilizer. So I've already tested my soil. My soil is kind of high as far as pH, closer to 7. So I'm going to add some things to it to get it better. But first, I'm going to take some regular gardening soil, which is pretty standard, and it's definitely loamy. I'm going to add some peat moss to it. Mix it in real good. And I'm going to add some cottonseed meal, which this is good for helping to make a soil more acidic. So I'm going to put, a couple handfuls, which for me, with these giant mitts, probably close to a cup. I'm going to mix it all in. Also, some black cow manure. Mix it all in. Now the cow manure will feed it for about 3 months, but I'm also going to, but it's a slower release fertilizer, so I'm going to add some more fertilizer to it later on once I get it potted. Probably going to use a liquid fertilizer because I really want to make this plant grow. I'm not so overly interested in the fruit this year. If we get a few fruit, that's fine. For me, it doesn't matter that much. Oh, forgot. One thing I like to do, play with the roots a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Encourage them to spread out. And like I said, it was a little root bound. I'm going to bury it close to where the ground level. So I'm not going to have the initial root ball that was in. I'm not going to have 2 or 3 inches below the soil. This will be pretty close to ground level, just making sure I cover whatever roots are there. Make sure you water your stuff in. You know, these plants have gone through some stress. Even that little bit of what I did there, planting it or repotting it, has created some stress for the plant. So give it some water. Make it happy, show you that you love it, and it'll show you some love and give you some fruit. I might get a little fruit this year, but even if I don't, like I said, I really don't care. The main thing is to get this plant going and healthy, and maybe by next year I'll be able to get a lot of fruit. We'll see. Anyway, Farmer Marshall, let's get out there and get a little dirty.